Hello, my name is Carl Green. If you would each take a few minutes of your time, I have an extremely important and unusual personal story to report to you that I request that you watch and listen very carefully. I also request that you tell your friends to watch and listen to this urgent appeal, and if you could, please contact the news media, including your local stations, such as ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, etc., and the newsprint media as well, to watch and listen to this video as well. Thank you very much. In the early months of 2005, I became surprisingly aware of a human soul or spirit living with me of a person who passed away in September of 1965. He was a popular actor and entertainer that you may not remember, but his name is Bobby Jordan. He was one of the original dead-end kids of the 1930s and 1940s. His physical life was tragically cut short at the age of 42. I noticed his translucent person on 2 occasions, and he also communicated with me through flashes of light and taps on the head and shoulder and various images of himself, along with animations of 2 young dogs running along, and most impressively, I was shown images of a large group of people from the other side or astral dimension that most people call heaven. They were looking our way, whether my eyes were open or shut, in a darkened room or with a sleep mask on. The views have included a circular row of professionals who were looking our way. I knew right away these people were from the dimension that most human souls return to or come from, and figured that I was chosen to help Bobby Jordan gain some recognition and appreciation for the gifted and talented person he was, but was overlooked for the most part in his adult years. I then created a fan site about him and wrote a screenplay also about him, and moved to Los Angeles in February of 2005. I am sure that the pairing of myself and Bobby Jordan must have received the attention of some negative spirits, because it was only a few months later that I felt and heard a dark presence of a rather scary and threatening person whom I could hear but not see. This invisible presence was with me on a day that changed my life dramatically, May 5, 2005, 555. I now believe that this presence was actually the soul that was within my apartment landlord, since only he had a key to my apartment, and from the odd way he acted. Even more alarming is that I have noticed marked changes in the once frequent images of human souls who used to appear above and around me while laying back in bed at night. Instead, me and Bobby Jordan have noticed strange images of large insects crawling around in bright red or green swirling patterns non-stop throughout the night. Taps. Shortly before these changes occurred, we both noticed small black figures moving about very oddly and quickly. I sensed the professional and human souls in the circular row have been removed and replaced by gray extraterrestrials. No longer are there images of an audience of people watching us. A few nights later, there was a projection or video of people rushing ahead as if they were fleeing an area. What I am saying is that a large area of Earth's astral plane has now been overrun by gray and reptilian extraterrestrials who are clearing out the humans of that precious realm. One more unusual sight me and Bobby Jordan have experienced is a small, bright, white, angelic-shaped figure that leaves a white trail around it and flies slowly around the room. Early hours of December 13, 2007, there was a swirling gray mass of clouds being shown to me that I'm sure was the work of the gray ETs who took over control of that operations center in the astral dimension. After a couple of hours of sleeping, I awakened and was looking at this odd cloud formation, and it quickly turned into an image resembling very much like myself, and then the eyes closed shut. The portrait of me now looked deceased. The interpretation was no doubt that I would soon be dead. Shortly before the formation portending my imminent death, both me and Bobby were sitting on the couch with the lights off, and there was a short video shown to us, again with my eyes closed, of a field filled with human souls lying motionless near a forest. Only a few seconds later, some short, dark figures, grays, came out of it and quickly covered them up with soil or some type of earth material. I sincerely believe that that image symbolized that many of the souls above are now truly passed on, and it won't be long until all of heaven is under the complete control and populated by the gray and reptilian extraterrestrial souls. The implications of the astral dimension being turned over to Greys, Reptilians, and SS Nazi control means they can use that dimension for not only placing their souls in human bodies, but they can use them for military purposes as well. They could send down invisible souls and attack whomever they wanted and could not be seen. Any army or individual would have a very difficult time fighting an enemy that cannot be seen. As of December 18, 2007, notice that the brightly lit angelic figure actually is looking very much like a dolphin figure floating around me and Bobby Jordan, and we notice that it has been pushing back the various cloud shapes that start to appear over us. I have noticed several dolphin spirits actually, and they even appear to have dorsal fins and a distinctive fish-shaped tail, actually helping me and Bobby Jordan at this dangerous time. The dolphins that are in spirit form are bombarded with these large, dark clouds or a mass of large, black insects, and the grays increase the strength of the clouds until they appear either hard like concrete or like a frozen wasteland. Now, each of you, please look at this next photo. Look at the next two photos and take a good look at the center of it. They are two real photos taken by an American citizen. What do you think you're seeing? I believe it's a gray ET. The cloud pattern is very similar to some of the formations that I've seen with my own eyes in a darkened room with the human spirit of Bobby Jordan, but I see them being formed in the astral dimension. I'm absolutely certain it is being created from a control center similar to the ones I have seen. I am certain that they are artificial and that the figure in the middle of the photo has remarkable similarity to a gray ET. Events occurring in the astral dimension. I pray that this very important message can be verified by someone else and that the world's most advanced strategic and military forces can soon prepare itself for the implications that will come from the spirit realm being taken over by very negative souls. I know that I have the constant presence of reptilian souls, one within my body and many others around me. If you come across or hear about any unusual news reports or images such as the odd cloud formation that I've attached with this letter, please remember what I've written you about and to let others know about it as well. Remember to keep in mind the ones who have been living in heaven were mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers, brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, the rich and the poor, individuals of every race and nationality, irregardless of their station in life. I am certain that the human spirit realm, heaven, is being destroyed of the people who live there, and I fear for the near future of the physical human. Early on Saturday morning, December 22nd, I had a video shown to me with my eyes closed as usual, and noticed fighting between tall, human-looking spirits and dark-clad figures with even a German shepherd dog in what appeared to be a special mountainous area in the astral realm. This horrific clash went on for a couple of hours in population. It is my firm belief that the astral dimension was lost to the dark forces of Greys, Reptilians, and former SS Nazis on December 25th, 2007. Then, in the early hours of morning of January 3rd and 4th, 2008, me and Bobby Jordan were shown video of dead or dying souls laying in large mass graves. The aerial views went on for several miles. This video was made under extreme duress with reptilian Nazi souls that can't be seen standing close by me and diabolical gray ETs listening from above. Thank you for watching and listening. My name is Carl Green.